All right, guys, here we're still evaluating functions, but we are going to see a shortcut, how we can use the calculator to help us get the answer, maybe in a faster way, maybe not, whichever way works best for you. But here's another way. So we're still going to underline and define keywords. So here our problem says, let h of x equal 3x squared minus 15x plus 2. This right here is our original function right there with our x's. And then it says, what is the output when x equals 9? That word output is what we're looking for. Here I'm going to make a note. The word output is what we are looking for. That's what we want to find. And then it also tells us that x equals 9. Remember, x is our input, our domain. Remember Dix-Roy to help us. So here I'm going to make another note. X is our input. So this means I will be plugging in a 9 in this equation. So usually I would type it out or write it out and replace the x with a 9 everywhere I see an x. But here's another trick. Here we can put the equation itself into the calculator. And I'm going to write out some steps for you. The first step is to go to y equals. So here on my calculator, I'm going to go to y equals. And it should open up this screen for you. First step, go to y equals. That's the button in the top left. Once you get to this screen, we are going to type in the equation exactly like we see it. We're not going to type in the left side, just the right side. Because remember, we would only plug that 9 into the right side of the equation. So here I'm going to type in the right side of the function exactly like I see it. Now, normally we say don't put the letters in the calculator because the calculator doesn't know what they mean. This time we are going to put the letters in. We are going to put the x's in the calculator, and we're going to use this button right here to do it, the one next to the alpha button. So here we go. I'm going to type it in exactly like I see it. I see 3x squared, 3. To get my x, I put that button next to alpha, 3x. I square it with my x squared button. Then I'm going to say minus 15x minus 15. There's my x again. And then I'm going to add 2 plus 2. So step 2 was type in the equation exactly like you see it. After I've typed in the function, now I need to figure out what does this function equal when x is 9. Here I have some options, but what I'm going to tell you to do is go to the table. We're going to look at the table. To get to the table, we're going to hit second, the blue button, second graph. So again, hit second and then the graph button to go to a table. I'm going to make a note. To go to the table, we hit second graph. Then once we get to the table, all we're looking for is what is the output when x is 9. Remember here, x is the input value, what we plug into the function, and output is what it equals. So remember, x is the input, y is the output. So here I'm looking for when x equals 9. I'm just going to scroll on the table until I get to x equals 9. There we go. It highlights it for me. My number 9, it tells me x equals 9. This left column is my input, my x value. So then look over here at the right column. What is the output or the y value when x equals 9? There we go. It's 110. So I've already got my answer for me. I'm going to make another note. We're going to look on the table for our input value. And once we find that input value, we're going to see what is the corresponding output value. What output value goes with the input value? So here we inputted a 9, we plugged in a 9, and we said that gives us 110. So there we go. Already know my answer. The answer is B, 110. So again, guys, this is the same steps that we did yesterday, just another way we can do it. There's lots of ways we can do math problems. Some might be easier for you. Some might be easier for someone else. So pick the method that works best for you and stick with it. Get good at it. So again, this is just another way we can evaluate a function.